What's going on, fellow simmers that watch us here at that Flight Sim channel? This is Captain Gonzo, and today's video is going to begin with us taking a look at the current settings that I have on my PC when I am running the Pimax Crystal Light. Now, of course, the purpose of this video, not only to show you the settings, but also show you some of the performance that we're experiencing here while we fly with the exact settings that you're about to see on your screen. So let's go ahead and take a look into our options. Let's go to General and Graphics, and here we are in the PC settings. What we want to do is change over to VR, right? And what this will do is enable you to switch to VR mode while running these settings, and then once you come back to your PC settings, right, this is going to be on your monitor. So that's the beauty of Flight Sim, and I actually like this a lot because you can make settings independent of either setting. So let's go back to VR. Let's take a look. Starting with analyzing, I've got it on TAA. That has worked really great for me, excuse me, and it's been giving me some good performance, very good visuals, and honestly, it has worked a lot smoother than when I was using DLSS, I believe, for analyzing. Render scaling, this is going to be a big one, right? This is going to adjust the resolution and the render scaling, right, that you've set independent from your Pimax Play software. And I like it because I have seen changes. Like I can go in the sim right now and change it live and actually experience the difference in frame rates as well as the visual clarity. So at 70, that's where it's working the best for me, guys. So again, let's just recap on my hardware. I've got a Ryzen 9 7950X3D. I'm running the RTX 4080 Tough Gaming Edition, 16 gigabytes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken with that. And lastly, for RAM, 64 gigabytes of DDR5, 6000 megahertz. So I'll put that up here in the video. I'll have some captions of some sort so you guys can kind of keep tabs and you can see my settings and adjust as necessary. So moving on, AMD Fidelity FX sharpening, I've got it at 140. Honestly, I haven't really messed too much with this to see what difference it makes, but I'm going to keep it there. Projection mode, kept it in depth. World scale, a big one that's going to really adjust and affect your performance. So this slider is to adjust the world size perception in VR. So it says 100% is the default. I've kept it there and I'm happy. Moving on, we've got the global rendering quality. It's set to custom right now, and that's because I have adjusted all of these by hand. So another big one, guys, terrain level of detail. I've got it at 115. Of course, this is going to adjust the visual quality of the terrain. Higher values will definitely make it look better, but it's going to affect your performance. That's pretty obvious. Off-screen terrain pre-caching, I've got it at medium. Terrain vector data, high. Buildings, high. Trees, medium. Grass and bushes, high. Now these right here, I've been flirting with it. I can probably get away by going down to medium. And you guys heard me say it before on my first video on the Pimax Crystal Light. Trust me, when you adjust these from ultra higher down to medium, you're not going to notice too much of a difference. If you're really nitpicky about it and you're going to go on the drone camera and look at the trees and compare it, then yeah, you might pick up on it. But for the most part, if you're flying and you're focusing on your cockpit and your aircraft, I promise you, you're not going to notice it. Objects level of detail, another big one. I've got it at 70. This is what is running the best for me right now. So again, use this as a guide. Let's go to volumetric clouds. I like the clouds. I like them to look really good, so I've kept it at high. Texture resolution, high. Anisotropic filtering, I always butcher that word, 16 times. Texture super sampling, 6x6. Texture synthesis, I've got one here at ultra. Maybe I can change that down to high and maybe enjoy a little bit better performance, but you'll see in the videos coming up. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Water waves, medium. Shadow maps, 1536. Terrain shadows, 1024. Contact shadows, medium. Windshield effects, ultra. Another one that I could probably bring down as well to high. And you know what? I'm going to do that right now because I don't really care too much about windshield effects. I think they look good already as it is. Ambient occlusion, kept it high. Cube map reflections, high, or excuse me, 256. And so on and so forth. I don't want to keep repeating myself here. You can just kind of see the last few ones here, guys. 256, ray march, high, high, on, and high. I think the glass cockpit refresh rate, I really wanted to keep that one a little bit on the higher end. So again, guys, let me just recap. I am again running the Ryzen 9 7950X3D RTX 4080, 16 gigabytes, and 64 gigabytes of DDR5 6000 megahertz. Use this as you want to, of a guide for yourself. Keep in mind my specs. Try to figure out where you land in terms of how close or not you are to my setup, and then adjust accordingly. But again, I'm still tweaking, still moving forward. This is my first time really tweaking VR. So guys, stay tuned because the next part of this video is going to dive into some actual footage and some commentary. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so here is my attempt at an actual through the lens footage. I know one of you guys in the previous video asked for it, and you know what? I give it my best shot. I've tried it on DCS, I'm trying it now on Flight Sim. This is on the Milvis Cessna 310, which you will see later on in this video again, but check it out guys. This is the best I can do with my iPhone 15 Pro. Check it out, look at the lighting, look at the shadows, check out the detail. You can see every little fastener on those cowlings, on those covers. I'm going to turn the camera now to the 6-pack there, checking out the GTN 750, throttle quadrant, FO side, and look at the details here. You can see everything clearly on that co-pilot next to me / passenger. So again, my best attempt guys. Take it as you will. Let's move on with the video. Innsbruck. You guys saw our live this past Sunday, the 29th. You guys saw Flock 1 Eye come in here. And I'm still trying to tweak the image you guys are seeing. I'm trying to bring it down to just one screen, so I apologize if you guys see a little bit of a hiccup there. You see kind of a portion of the other screen. Again, still trying to figure this out, so I apologize. But guys, with the settings that I just showed you at the beginning of this video, you can see that everything is running pretty smoothly. I mean, again, look at the scenery, look at the mountains, the detail on the ground, the highways, all the buildings. That's with most of my settings on medium and high, and you guys saw from the settings there, I might have maybe a few options in ultra that I can still bring down, and you guys will see later on in this video how my frame rates kind of change a little bit. But here we are, just on about a half-mile final here to the runway. Forget what runway this is. I believe 26. I forget. I just literally did this flight last night. But anyways, the point of this video is to show you how my flight sim is currently running with the exact same settings that I just showed you. No tricks, no tomfoolery, just doing the thing, you know. And I'm pretty happy. And you can see that I'm able to control the PMDG. I'm able to look around, no lag, no stutters or anything like that for the time being. Of course, keep in mind I've only had this headset for less than a week, and I've been really fine-tuning the settings and messing with them over the weekend. But here we are now in the Cows DA42 climbing out of London City with some heavy clouds, and you can see frame rates have dropped significantly, right? I think I was running somewhere in the high 20s, low 30s. Again, I'm still happy with that. I will not complain with the amount of detail that London has. All the buildings and all the stuff, plus you add this cloud layer all over, it definitely sucks up some more of the resources. Here we are just a bit higher now, cruising, just doing some testing. Again, I want you guys to focus on the lighting. Look at the glare shield. You can see everything crispy clear, and I promise you this is exactly how it looks under the hood. Again, Pimax Crystal Light. Look at the shadows. Nothing seems different to me, to be honest. Obviously, when I fly on the monitor with my Track IR, I will enjoy some smoother performance and some maybe a little bit crispier details, since I had to bring the resolution down a little bit. But again, I'm happy. Here's the perspective from the back seat. Definitely gained a little bit of FPS there. Now that we're a little bit higher, kind of flying away from the city, just doing some turns. And this is what the majority of this video is going to look like, just checking out different airplanes, different settings and environments. I believe after this one I jumped on the Cessna 310 from Raspam, or I believe Blackbird Simulations actually, Milvis, there we go. I'm throwing out all kinds of names out there. So look at the shadows, look at the lighting, looking great. Here we are in John Wayne County, firing up 310. Again, cloudy conditions. I think I really wanted to test my computer as best as possible with some pretty demanding payware add-ons. You guys might have a different opinion, of course. Like Gabe or Gonzo, that's not really a CPU or GPU intensive aircraft. But I can tell you with this plane, just like the Chancellor from Flight Simware, the Duke from Black Square, and all those Payware add-ons, they have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of systems simulated and displays. So you guys are going to be running your computers and testing them out. And this scenery is by UK 2000. You can see their static display of aircraft and whatnot. So I think it's definitely testing out my system. But you can see that I was able to fire up both engines. Now I'm setting up the GTN 750 here, setting my squawk code. This is a quick hop over from John Wayne County over to Ontario. So we're lining up, about to begin our takeoff roll here. Everything is running smoothly, as you can see. You'll see here, I think I had a little bit of a premature rotation, or I think I just trimmed the aircraft a little bit too much, I should say. A little bit heavy on the nose up attitude there, but I'll still safely able to get out the ground. Here we go. And by the way, you will hear a ticking noise here momentarily. Sorry about that if you heard that noise. That was on the background of my phone. But that ticking noise is the taxi light switch in the cockpit trying to fight me, because on my Honeycomb Alpha, I've got the taxi light switch up, and so gear up, taxi light wants to go off. But here we are. We're climbing through the clouds, just breaking above. Again, guys, I'm enjoying steady high 30s, low 40s. And I forgot to mention, this is without the fixed foveated rendering or the upscale mode in 90 Hertz on the Pimax Play software. I enjoyed the benefit of the upscale and the fixed foveated rendering, but I hate how everything else was kind of blurry around it. Now that's the whole point, right? For fixed foveated rendering is it just wants to really bring out the detail wherever you're looking at. So all of your peripheral vision and all the stuff around you will be a little bit blurry. So you guys know I'm a sucker for quality and for the graphics aspect of flying. So I turned it off for now just to really see how well the system will hold up, and I'm pretty happy. And by the way, if you see that little floating square, let me wait till I bring the head back up. That little faint square above the iPad on the windshield, that's G's. That's the add-on that will show you how you did on your landing and kind of rate you with your feet per minute, your descent, as well as your G's and whether or not it was a good landing. You'll see the little smiley face. But here we are, guys, on the ILS, 8 left into Ontario. Nothing serious, as we like to say. But yeah, I was able to fly it down smoothly. And again, guys, go back to the beginning of this video. You guys saw that I was on the PMDG, so perhaps another physically and software and hardware demanding piece of software. So it's not just a GA aircraft that I'm testing out. I'm testing everything. I'm just giving you guys some B-roll of, you know, some interesting flights. But here we are taxiing into the ramp. You can see the weather's clearing up. The sun's coming out, getting a little warmer. And everything you see there on the iPad, I can see clearly on my headset, guys. I can read everything crispy clear. I can set the options, which you'll see me do here shortly. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the premise of this video. Please watch it till the very end. Let us know what you think, guys. For those of you that are more experienced with VR headsets, please let us know what we can do to record a little better or different and give you guys a better perspective of what's happening. But that was the overall intentions of this video. So don't be afraid to call us out. Don't be afraid to tell me, hey Gonzo, try this next time, try this recording setting, so that I know what to do a little better. But guys, I'm happy to finally have the headset, start messing with it, and I want to thank you guys all there who have been commenting, letting us know. We really read those comments and we try to learn and try to make the experience better for ourselves and for you, our viewers. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to let you just enjoy this quick last bit of footage. I'm trying to turn off the landing lights there, unsuccessful. And again, just watch the outside footage so you can see how the drone camera looks. But with that being said, guys, this is Captain Gonzo with that Flight Sim channel, checking out. I'll be seeing you guys very soon, and we'll be doing the same thing for DCS World. So for now, happy flying, guys. Take it easy.